So this is a Hyundai Kona, fully electric. So the first thing that's noticeable, apart from the fact that you've got this beautiful line in the front, is the fact that the charging bay is actually in the front. So this is what they've done it, and they have those little plastic wraps here that hold them in, and you have a charge indicator in the front, which is nice because some of the other vehicles don't necessarily have the indicator right there outside of the vehicle. So let's take a look around and inside. So this being a more affordable vehicle, clearly you've got the materials are still nice, but obviously it's on the lower end. Let's take a quick look. So you've got a nice glove compartment on the passenger side. There is I won't say rubberized, it's more like hard plastic here. The materials themselves are hard plastic, so that's not carousels, and it looks like brushed aluminum. So you've got a charger here, you got 2 spaces for cups and ample room. There's a tiny little space here in the middle that you can put, change and whatnot in there, I guess. So most of the space is open here, and really it's pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at it from the other side. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the room. Now, the doors open relatively wide, so if you've got kids and you need to have a child seat and so forth, it does help. So I know some of the other vehicles sometimes have doors that are more restrictive. So let's go ahead and see how much room I have. So there's ample room, and even if you look at where this is, now in the back, you're not going to find any vents or anything fancy. All you're going to find are 2 USB ports on the bottom there, and there's a little space, and there's these little nets here in the back. So again, the seats they're supposed to be like a leather or synthetic leather. They're actually quite firm, more than I would care, but it is what it is. Does not appear to be any adjustments to these. All of the insides, even of the doors, hard plastic. It's soft here around the handle, and the rest is just, cheaper looking plastic. So in the center here, let's take a look. You do have 2 cup holders here and an armrest. So you should be able to fit 3 people in the back. And there is still the feeling of a hump here in the center, which is interesting considering an EV should not have to have anything for the transmission underneath it, but this one still has a bit of a bump there in the center. The moonroof is actually much smaller than I would have expected, especially since I've been seeing other vehicles lately, and they seem to be getting larger and larger. This one seems to be, the size of a fishbowl. So the front seats are on the firm side, but they are actually comfortable. I think I would be good in doing a long trip with this. You got the speaker here, which is interesting material. You got I guess it's supposed to be wood paneling of some sort, or brushed aluminum on this side. I don't know if it's just the lighting in here, but it's got like these weird stripes. The rest is very functional. Steering wheel is nice. It's leather wrapped or synthetic leather perhaps, so it's nice feeling. Now the displays are quite large, and of course all the buttons are accessible. Everything is pretty straightforward. You do have a HomeLink mirror in here, and now that I'm in the the driver's seat rather, the moonroof still looks restrictive. So in the back, you'll find there's limited room. When you open and close this, there is this weird tray, which is surprisingly awkward to take out and put back in. There's not that much room. I mean, let's take a look. I mean, it might be enough if you're doing groceries and so forth. If you're thinking about bringing a dog in here, however, unless it's a small dog, I would not recommend it. So don't get a Labrador or something like that in here. Here's adequate space. It looks like you can fit a tire in here. We're good. Now, being a lower end trim, it is a manual affair, so you have to close it. Pretty easy to close, and the back really doesn't show much except the camera there. got a wiper, which I appreciate, and you have to like the styling, obviously, of these little boxes going across. The rest is pretty clean. Again, there's not much to see in the back. It's a good vehicle to get if you're going from A to B. I do know the owner of one of these, and they enjoy it, and they've had it for a while now. So it does seem to be reliable. So I'm Bob Pellerin, CTOBOB. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave some comments below. We'd love to hear back from you. And of course, you can visit us at www.ctobob.com. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.